kingdom people, they are out of whack because you won't let them access you. Listen, kingdom people, your enemies, these people who have been coming for you, these people who have been ultimately trying to access you, they are all out of whack because they can't access you. And what the Holy Spirit was really showing me was this. How, oh my goodness, you know how when you deal with a narcissist or any of these demonic beings that declare war against you, for the most part, that's what they're doing. They're sending all this spiritual warfare in your direction, psychological warfare, all those things. And what they be trying to do a lot of times, well, all the time, is break you down. They're trying to break you down. They're trying to make you penetratable. In other words, they have to break your shield, because after they've spent some time just trying to, access you, manipulate you, control you, and it doesn't work, they realize that you have a shield of protection around you. So then they have to spend time trying to break that. And what happens is, in them spending time trying to break that, they end up breaking themselves. But just let's say, kingdom people, before you got to this point, and you were dealing with people, narcissists, demons, but you were unaware, you weren't exactly sure what was going on. Narcissists are the perfect example, and that's just really who God showed me. How when you come into the realization that you're dealing with a narcissist, and sometimes even before you come into the realization, when you get out of that situation, you realize how off they had your nervous system. You have to re-regulate your nervous system, because dealing with these kind of people, dealing with these entities in close proximity and in close relationship, period, it throws you out of whack in different ways. But for the most part, your nervous system be off. And so you have to spend time not only healing, just from the trauma of dealing with them, but a lot of that healing is healing your nervous system, because that's what they do. They throw it out of whack. That's because part of the way that they're able to penetrate you, part of the way that they're able to do damage on you, is by having your nervous system off. See, when you don't have a calm, peaceful nervous system, you're not functioning at your optimum. When it's kind of like when you don't have peace of mind, it's hard for you to think straight. It's hard for you to do what you need to do as far as your mindset is concerned. With your nervous system, if your nervous system isn't at peace, if you will, functioning becomes hard for you. Functioning is just doing your daily tasks. And then you need your nervous system and your brain to work together, because they're all a part of your nervous system, actually. And so when your nervous system is off, many times your brain you can't think right. And so that's that's an attack that the enemy uses. That's a tactic that they use, that the enemy uses. But when the enemy uses his people, his minions, this is how they are able to, really cause some harm to you. Even if you recover, before you recover, you experience their harm. That's how you know them. When you see them, I'm hearing you know them by their fruit. You know them now because you experienced them. And so these people who are trying to penetrate you, they're trying to access you, which ultimately they are trying to penetrate you because you're not easily accessible. And all of these people are not, God is just bringing this to me right now, all of these people are not new people. The newer people, they don't know you like that. They don't know you not easily accessible because they don't know you. And then they're used to doing this. They're used to just being able to manipulate, control, and bring people down to the ground, get them to bow to them, all that. But with you, it wasn't so easy. But you even have people from your past who cannot access you because you're no longer accessible. And them not being able to access you is throwing their nervous system off. They're out of whack because they can't access you. And here's the thing. The people from your past never thought that you not being around would affect them like this. And listen, this is the thing. Nobody else will do. And here's why. You are the light. You're the one that carry the anointing. Kingdom people, you carry healing power. The power of God, the presence of God rests in you, which means God's healing rests in you. Think about this, kingdom people. You heal, you recover, you get set free, you get delivered. The fact that you heal means that healing power resides in you. So for people who haven't done the healing work, and many of these people I'm speaking of right now, people that have come against you, the people that have tried to oppress you and hinder you and keep you from moving forward. See, they still haven't done the healing work. They're not interested in it, but they know that you have. Now they are trying to access you so they can get some recovery, even though it's not true recovery, because they're not doing it themselves. They still trying to access you to tap into that healing power that you have. And so because they can't do it, they're out of whack, and they're already out of whack, which is why they're trying to access you so that they can get their nervous system in some kind of control. See, these people have been, and not just the old people, but these newer people, again, they have been people that have been, nuisances to others. They've been literal spiritual warfare, psychological warfare to other people for some time, for a long time. Yes, it has been done to them, and now they choose to be the perpetrator. So now that they come upon you, for those who knew you at one point and you removed yourself, and for the newcomers that never knew you like that, never really had any real interactions or relationship with you, both of them, I'm just hearing they colliding. Both of them are in the same dilemma. They understand that you have something, you carry something that I want to say they need, but really what they need is ultimately from God. What they're trying to get from you, they need to get it from God. But they recognize that you do carry something. But with them trying to come for you the way that they have, even the ones that you had to remove yourself from, it was for a reason. Because they can't access you. Now remember, let me say this first. These people have been able to thrive by throwing other people out of whack, by keeping them ignorant, by, just being manipulative, controlling. Let me say it like this, kingdom people. These are the kind of people that just by having them in your life, just by having dealings with them, and even if you don't have people didn't have direct dealings with them, but they're unaware, they're unconscious of these kind of things, so they can't really, and they don't have that protection and that guard against these things, they can be affected. And so in some ways that happened to you before you became aware like that. And God began to show you how to protect yourself, to put on your whole armor. He taught you how to actually do that. And so they've been able to maintain their nervous system, if you will, thrive, if you will, by keeping other people out of whack due to their lack of awareness, due to their lack of protection. What's happening, kingdom people, is because they came for you and you don't let them access you either anymore or not at all. It throws them out of whack, and they are coming to the realization that they need to access you to get some kind of sense of stability within. But the true stability that they need within comes from God at this point. They can't get it from you. They shouldn't be trying to get it from other people anyway, but this is how these people operate. Remember that. They feed off of other people. They don't go to God. They feed off of other people. This is the way that they've been able to thrive and stay alive and keep going and maintain and sustain all this time off of other people. And again, their lack of awareness, their lack of understanding what's going on and who these people, they don't, they have to stay hidden to who they really are. So people, that's the only way they can really succeed at what they're doing. Just think about it like this, Kingdom people. If you know somebody manipulating you, you're not gonna let them. So how are you able, not you, but how are people able to get away with manipulating? The person can't know that that's what's happening. And so that's how they've been able to get away with these things, because people didn't understand what was going on. And then by chance, they start to see and understand. Even in that, it takes time before a person can make those changes and those shifts and put those boundaries in place, especially when they're in close proximity and relationship with these people. And so, Kingdom people, I'm saying all this to say that no one else, nothing works for them no more. They can't do this to other people anymore because they've tried it with you. They've come against you. You're aware. You know who they are. You know what they are. You knowing who they are, what they are, and they tried it with you, puts the light on them. Not just that, it shuts the whole program down. They thought they were bigger than a program. They finding out, no, they're not. In fact, the program that they thought they were is being shut down. And they feel like, and I mean that quite literally, their nervous system is being shut down. It's out of whack. And they feel like the only way they can really be relit, activated, and get that thing, and they might not be thinking about it in their as their nervous system, but that's what it is, because that's part of what it is. That's what they've been affecting in other people for so very long. The thing is this, Kingdom people, I'm going to put it like this. This is an easy way for you to explain it. They need to plug into you. They feel like if they can plug into you, everything will get back right. It's like when you plug a TV cord into the wall, into the outlet, and you turn that TV on, or let's just say it's already on. I did that like the old TVs back in the days. The ones you got to turn on. We don't even have them no more. But let's say you plug it in and the TV come on. They want to plug into you, but you won't let them access you to plug into you. They feel like if they plug into you, everything will get back in order. Because, see, they feel that out of whackness that they feel it. They know that they're out of whack. They're watching you. Think about this, Kingdom people. They're watching you. They've been doing all these things to try to make you out of whack. You're not out of whack. Even though, Kingdom people, you may can pick up on things being done towards you. You may feel the spiritual warfare. Listen, God is your salvation. God is your light and your salvation. Whom shall you fear? See, God is your strength. He gives you what you need to move. I can't listen. I'm hearing I can't even talk. You drink from his well, from rivers of living water. You drink directly from him. So it doesn't matter what warfare, who sin, what, how, it doesn't matter. You drink, you eat because you thirst for him, for Christ. You drink from his well. That's living water flowing inside of you. It doesn't matter what warfare, psychological, whatever. It doesn't matter. They cannot throw you off, because that's synonymous to throwing God off. And they can't do it. Now, what's happening is they're seeing that you're not affected like they want you to be. But they are. They're off. So they want to access you. They're going to plug into you so they can get themselves together. Their nervous system is all off of balance. They're all out of whack. They can't think straight. They can't do right. They just off. These people probably messing up stuff. I'm just hearing right now, these people who have jobs, they at work messing up because they all out of whack. But see, that's how they were trying to affect you and how they have affected so many others, kingdom people. And now they're carrying that bag themselves. And they don't like it. They don't know how to carry it. It's a heavy load. They're out of whack. And again, plugging into nobody else won't work. It's you. You're the source. See, you're the only person that they know, or the only person within what they think is their reach, however that may look for, for them or you all, that has that life, God-given life for real. Because they might know people, I'm going to say something funny. They might know people that go to church, but they don't have a life force like you. They don't, it ain't that. They know the difference. And they know the difference is you. That's why they want to plug into you. That's why they want to access you, but you won't let them. Now, they're trying to access you from a place of really needing to get themselves back on track, if you want to call it that. And I say that because before they was trying to access you to be on some boo-boo with you, and they still on boo-boo, because everything that they do is boo-boo. That's all they know is boo-boo. But you get what I'm saying? Now it's a dilemma for them. It's a crisis for them because they out of whack. They know it. They feel it. They know they're not functioning the way they normally do. They all messed up. And so because they can't access you, it's a concern. It's a concern. And so, kingdom people, listen. And then you might see it. You might see these people glitching. They like, you can see it. They wearing it on them. They all off. Even if you in any kind of a in an environment where you see them or whatever, you will see it on them. You can see it on them. They even looking lost, confused. They may even be looking at you like, because they trying to figure out what's going on. They know something different is going on, and it has to do with you because this is new to them, and they can't access you. You won't let them plug in. They confused. They don't know what's going on. They ain't never been able to not plug in to nobody. They ain't never been able to not manipulate and control and fool and trick and spiritual warfare and bring down and destroy it. They ain't never been able to not do this. What's going on? They wonder. They looking like they all out of whack, all out of balance. Life is turning upside down for them. And they looking at you like, what you do to me? No, what you do to yourself. But the point is they understand the difference. And they are out of whack. Their nervous systems are out of balance. And they're out of whack because they cannot access you. My beautiful kingdom people.